NFL player Kayvon Thibodeaux has a social token. Let's do a coin review.
All right. So, soon to be NFL. They're estimating he'll definitely go top 10 in the draft, barring something catastrophic, which we obviously don't wish on him. But what does this mean for his coin economy? So he launched the JREAM Coin on Rally.io. That's JREAM. And it's connected to his foundation. Mm-hmm. So it's not just like a personal brand coin. It's connected to the JREAM Foundation. So I believe he's pledged, it says 20% of the initial supply of tokens I receive and 100% of my weekly activity rewards will go towards my foundation, the JREAM Foundation. So this is something that's aimed to educate, mentor, and empower, instill confidence into underprivileged youth. So he has the initial supply, 20% of the initial supply, and then 100% of the weekly rewards. So if you guys are unfamiliar, go watch our weekly rewards video on how these work on Rally. But essentially, just for holding like JREAM Coin or any coin on there, you guys get rewarded the dividends just by holding the coins and supporting the economy. So he's going to pledge 100% of those to his foundation. And sometimes these can be like, you can get 80K Rally in a week or 50K or 40K, 20K, 10K, whatever you get. But on the high end, you can get like 80K Rally, 90K. Wow. So, if Rally's 20 cents a coin right now, you can get 20 grand in a week, and that can go towards his foundation, which is a nice chunk of change in a week. So people can just support it for that cause, or you can also get some exclusive access, like fans who purchase the coin will get access to his Discord community. Yep. And sometimes he'll pop in there and chat with people, do meet and greets and whatnot. So if he's your favorite NFL player, you can just hold it for that. But overall, pretty good use case with his coin. He had a lot of press surrounding his as well whenever it first came out. Mm-hmm. So that is another good something you like to see. And you like to see people continually pushing it. That's the big thing. Mm-hmm. You need to see people continually telling on social media, here's this new cool thing we're doing with the coins. Facts. Here's this new cool NFT we're coming out with. Or it can just be a constant use case of just like if it's actually used for commerce, like if he has his merch and people are buying the merch on a regular basis, that is definitely something you like to see 100%. In a coin. So what that looks like on the charts, when you go to the activity, like if you're looking through the transaction history, it'll look like a purple circle with an arrow and a heart. Mm-hmm. That means that people are sending him money, which is like buying stuff. Right. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty good. Yeah. What you like to see, here's some other metrics that we like to see, and obviously do your own research, consult your financial advisor. We're not financial advisors. But what you like to see is a lot of supporters and not a ton of transactions. Yeah. So you like to see the buys coming in, but you like to see buy and hold. Yeah. 100%. Which means that it's not like they're just buying and flipping and selling because they think that this is a good one to hold on to. So he has 1,100 supporters, which is pretty good. And then transactions are only at 3,000 some. Mm-hmm. So that means that when people buy, they're tending to hold versus tending to flip. Mm-hmm. So his coin, it had a trip up, I think, all-time high. We're looking at around 1 rally per coin at the all-time high. Right now, it's at about a 0.85 rally. Started out around the 0.5 area, the first day, dipped down to about the 0.48 rally per coin, and then has held above that since October of 2021. So pretty good hold, pretty good support on that one. Dipped down to maybe a 0.74 in November, but held after that, which is what you want to see. Yeah. If you're in a coin long term, you want to see it hold. It's called a support line. You want to see it hold support. So pretty good on that. Not crazy growth, not crazy steady, but definitely over time, it's growing. Yeah. So This can definitely be one that you consider, do your own research, but it can definitely be one you consider for long term. I do have some of this one, so I do hold some of this. Overall, where can it go? It depends on how creative he wants to get with his NFL salary. I haven't seen anybody really do it, but this is a freebie for you guys out there. If he might be pretty busy. A lot of times, athletes, you should be pretty busy practicing, getting the best you can.
Facts.
However, whenever, Kayvon, if you're watching this at the time, if we have our firm open, advertising firm, and we just take over the marketing for it, it's a very easy idea to just say I'm giving 5% of my salary.
Right.
It could even be 2%. It doesn't even have to be that high. Yeah. I will give this to my coin economy or give this through NFTs. That drives the price up. That gets coverage everywhere.
Yeah.
This is what people have been doing in the music sphere. People haven't adopted it for the sports world yet.
Right.
It's not that different a concept.
Yeah.
You're just giving a small percentage of earnings and giving it to, it could be NFTs, could be the whole coin economy. You could just dump in some every week if you want, just to get the weekly rewards. And that's a far better place to put your money than in some dusty bank account. Obviously, it's a volatile asset, so that's my opinion. But, if you do it right, you can definitely outpace
big facts.
Anything that's happening in the market.
Yeah.
But I'd say if he gets creative with that on that front, you could definitely see this thing skyrocket. It could go up to 2 rally a coin if he does something like that and it really starts to get traction and coverage.
100%.
But if he's just doing what he's doing and continuing to grow like this, maybe in a year it might be at 1 rally, might be at historically, let's look. If you go back 6 months, which would be like end of September, that's when he first launched. So we're looking at a 0.49 to about 0.85 now. Maybe it'd be at like a 1.1 rally in 6 months, maybe 1.25 in a year. But this just depends on how creative he wants to get.
Right.
If people just let their coins sit, you can get a good boost at the beginning if you post about it and you get a lot of coverage, which you got a lot of coverage, press coverage for it. But if you're not consistent with that, it might grow some over the year, but it's not going to go off like it could.
Yep.
So if you guys got his Instagram, DMing this video, all this stuff, and we'd love to help people out.
Yes, indeed.